Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and channeler. And welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. I am not in my office today, so this is being recorded after Wednesdays for you today. So let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm using the pocket-sized Light Seers deck, which I absolutely love. It comes in this really cute little tin box here, and it's nice and little. So if you have little hands or your hands are sore, this is a great size deck. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, interesting. Spirit is talking again about a weekend of surprises. It is Thursday, but they're already talking about the weekend, which tells me they're saying it's because we're in the energy of February now. February is really when this energy kicks off. I do talk about it in the February energy update on my podcast, so if you missed it, check that one out. But the year really comes into kind of like full movement. I want to say kickoff is the word, kickoff, in February. And so they're saying there's a lot that starts this weekend. There's a lot that's coming this weekend. And I want to say that in like new beginnings, fresh starts, clarity, synchronicities, all that kind of stuff. So let's see how the cards are wanting to support that. One jumper already. Whoops, another jumper. Okay, three jumpers. I'm going to put the deck down for a sec, and we're going to talk about the three jumpers. Okay, I love this. So first one out is Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords, it's a little bit hard to tell on this card because it's so little, but Page of Swords is kind of the idea of new creative ways of thinking. And so I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the bottom here is where she has the sword. And I really like the design on this card because what she's doing is she's taking a sword that we normally would be wielding either in protection or whatever it may be. But she's like, I need to get to this other side. How can I think creatively to come up with new ideas to get to the other side? So she lays her sword down and she walks across her sword. And you can see her here, she's reading into a book and then has all those light bulbs in her hand, all these new ideas of ways that she can do something. So this tells me that within the jumpers, there's an umbrella energy for the weekend starting now already of new ideas, new flashes of insight. And this is really to help you move forward, thinking outside of the box, that kind of energy. And that to me is really echoed by the Tower card. Now, the Tower card often is seen as like a negative, something crumbling, something falling down to be rebuilt. That is not at all how I see this in this message. This really represents that flash of insight that obliterates limitations. So I see this Tower card in this reading as a huge positive. This is that flash of insight that completely crumbles any limitation with you to allow you to think outside the box. So this is basically shattering the box. And I see this in a very mental way to me. This feels very, very much in the mind rather than your actual world around you. So again, that's why it's a flash of insight. I have to repeat it again. I keep hearing it for you this weekend. And what that's going to do is allow for the ending of a journey. And I think the ending of a journey for many of you is going to be this idea of limitations. We have the 10 of Wands here. And you can see she's come down this whole hill now. She's at the end of her journey. And this is a journey that's really allowed us to tap into passions, purpose, the reason why, our essence of being, what matters to us. So considering these are the umbrella cards for this reading, the general theme, flash of insight to allow you to think outside the box and close off a journey. That's pretty amazing. So let's see what the supporting cards are. Okay, Spirit, what do we have? Oh yeah, that supports it big time. Okay, I really like this. So following on the heels of the 10 of Wands, we then have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands in the major arcana, so this is the minor, the top of the minor, so the end of the journey. The major arcana, the king sits at the top, regardless of gender. The king sits in this position of power, knowing what it has taken for him to do the entire journey. So this is you standing in your full power, your passion, and your purpose. He's holding that wand, which is fire energy. This is you having an opportunity to really be like, yeah, I know who I am. I absolutely know who I am now. And I'm going to take this power that I have and I'm going to stand in that power and I am going to move forward. I'm going to create, I'm going to build, I'm going to nurture, whatever the things are. Remember, whatever the things that are being created outside of the box, you're standing in that power now. And I also feel like what's interesting, this is a neat thing they're showing me. So 10 of Wands, you're at the end of your journey. It's almost like this flash of insight is lightning that lights this wand of the king that is within you. And now you sit with that wand lit. And what that does is that really gives you huge power between the Hierophant and the Devil. Okay? So this King of Wands, which is you, sits between the Hierophant and the Devil. And what that means, the Hierophant is like the teacher, the wise one that has gained so much wisdom, is connected very deeply to the higher realms. And the Hierophant is someone that communicates, builds, creates from a place of knowledge, calmness, a certain amount of authority, but it is authority based on wisdom. Again, like street cred, right? The whole journey, the whole 10 of Wands. Versus the Devil energy, which is kind of the energy that's trying to bring you down, the energy that's adding negativity or triggering, or perhaps this represents people in your life that are just not helping you. This allows you to stand in your power of who do you want to be? How do you want to be? Who do you want to be surrounded by? Right? How do you feel best? And when you realize that you are standing in this position of the king and you choose to surround yourself in this energy cannot stay there. It is a lower frequency, if you will. It just does not mesh. And so it will fall to the wayside and you get to stand in your power. It doesn't mean things aren't going to come up. Things are always going to come up. This is life for us, but we get to choose in every moment what we're going to resonate with, what we're going to do with what happens. And it allows us to really take off. He's kind of got these like puppet strings on this person, these puppet strings, and stand in our power. So this weekend is a really neat weekend already, starting now. Even the month of February is starting with a really strong energy of taking back your personal power, standing in your truth, and releasing anything negative that doesn't benefit you. What a great card read. I love this so much. All right, everyone. I will leave that with all of you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you feel inspired and powerful. Truly, I hope you do. So thank you so much. Please do subscribe, share. I would appreciate that big time. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.